I've got a nice collection of filigree that I've picked up over the years during my travels and also purchased at various auctions. I recently started to catalog it, and I realized that for many of the pieces, I have no idea where they were made. And I'm hoping that after we've had a look at some of these pieces together, that you, my fellow filigree makers, can help me out by suggesting where you think the pieces were handcrafted. So without further ado, let's have a look at today's piece. I purchased this filigree camel in my hometown at a gem show. The seller guessed that it was made in China. There are a number of things that I look at carefully when I get a new piece of filigree back to my studio. I look at the workmanship and the quality of the filigree. This piece is very nicely crafted. The filigree wire is well made, the soldering is very clean, and no evidence of excess solder flooding. The coils are tight and the individual wraps are nicely spaced. It has a nicely made filigree style bail, which isn't that common. It has a 925 stamp but no hallmark or maker's mark. While it is nice to have this stamp, I generally ignore it and do some of my own testing to verify the materials. First, I'll do the magnet test. If it's attracted to a magnet, it's not made of silver or any other precious metal. Next, I do a density test, which I'll talk about more in a future video. But if the density or specific gravity is between 10 and 10.5, then the filigree is silver. Measurements around 9 indicate copper or silver-plated copper. This piece tested over 10 and is not attracted to a magnet, so I'm fairly certain that it's silver and likely a mix of fine and sterling. I then measure the thickness of the filigree wire and the height of the frame, as these sometimes can give me a sense of where the piece might have been made. The frame height of this piece is about 0.7 millimeters. I can't find a good spot to get a filigree thickness reading, but I am estimating it to be about 0.1 to 0.2 millimeters. So in summary, the camel motif suggests the Middle East. The fineness of the filigree wire and the quality of workmanship suggest Italy, but the seller thought it was made in China. So, what do you think? Where do you think this pendant was made and why? Please add your thoughts in the comments and I'll really look forward to seeing what you have to say. If you found this video interesting, please follow me. And I'll be back in just a few more days with another piece of filigree from my personal collection.